Welcome to Windows Studio. Today we are going to unbox, open, and put together the Incra Miter 1000 SE. Haven't done a tool review in a while, and I got this for Christmas. So this is not sponsored. I asked for it as a gift, and I haven't gotten around to open it yet, but I need it now. And so we're going to get into this and take a look to see what's inside, how well it's lined up, and how well it works. So let's get into it. Alright, so opening the box for the first time, we have instructions and extra pieces all bagged together. We also have a stop that will attach to the fence, and the fence itself, and an extra measuring tape to replace the other if need be. For some silly reason, I thought I was going to do the voice on this as I go along. However, I realized how epic of a failure that would have been and decided to script this all out. So you're welcome. All right, so we have the instruction or owner's manual, and we have individually labeled parts, a handle with a protective cardboard sheath, a rounded socket head driver, which will be used for most fence adjustments, and the stop fence. So according to the instructions, which nobody usually reads other than me, I'm a very instruction follower, we need to remove the hex bolt to put on the handle. Make sure you keep the washer that's already there. That's used for that handle part. But it's nice and easy. Now on to the next step. Now, if you have a T-slot in your miter slot on your table saw, they recommend you add the T-clip. It screws on to a recessed opening with a Phillips head screwdriver. Also, nice and easy. Next, we remove the fence with the included socket driver so we can adjust the fit of the miter bar. We see the fence has a clear plastic strip to prevent metal-to-metal contact with the table saw. The gauge also has a protective plastic on the bottom. I'm going to expand the washers to the miter gauge so that it fits this wide miter slot on the DeWalt table saw. And let's speed this up because it takes a while. Now after getting these washers expanded, everything is nice and snug. So we just have to put the fence back on and we are ready to start dialing in measurements. The rounded head socket driver is used to tighten the two bolts that attach the fence to the miter gauge. And this is perfectly square right out of the box, which I really appreciate. Oh, I almost forgot. Before we start dialing in the measurements, I want to put on the stop. So this is done by placing it on top of the fence and tightening the nylon thumb screws. These don't need to be super tight since there is a black plastic tooth setting on the stop and the fence to prevent any slipping. If you tighten them too tight, it's going to be hard to untighten them, considering you're using your thumbs. I did adjust the steel rod on the stop so it would be flat and accurate with the fence scales. Here's a little close-up of how to adjust the fence left or right using that socket head driver. Now I measured how far my fence would be away from the blade, and I cut the scale to reflect that. To make sure the stop matched the scale, I had to back off that micro adjustment screw so that the flip and stop would be even. It was in there quite a bit. Okay, enough setup already. Let's make some cuts and test this thing out. First up, the straight 90-degree cut. And as you can guess, it cut out perfect. Then for a 45-degree. I have to move the fence, which I'm not thrilled about, but I don't make that many 45-degree cuts. I have no idea why I decided to take this cut so slow. I guess I wanted to burn the wood. But anyway, the 45-degree mark came out perfect. This is how detailed you can make your angles with this miter gauge. It goes by 1/10 of a degree if you want it to. I don't think I'll ever use that, but it's nice to have if I really do need it. And for my final cut demonstration, I'll cut some 45-degree miters for an upcoming project that I'm working on. I have to move the fence over to the right and then take off the extender. But again, this works like a dream, especially compared to those other miter gauges that come with the saw. So that's everything about the Incra Miter 1000 SE. Would I recommend it? Of course. It's accurate, built well, and easy to set up. I hope this was helpful, and if you'd like to return the favor, like, subscribe, and share the video or the channel. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.